All right, so I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I want to welcome you back to PU Prime. I mean, it was an amazing 2025. Good morning, Mr. Bankole. Good morning, Nelson. Good morning, Mr. Michael Okay. Happy New Year to you, sir. 2025 was a great year, and I do hope 2026 will be a far better and greater year with good results for every one of us. So it's a new year, so you need to look through your trading history, look through your if you have a logbook or a notepad on your laptop or phones where you take record of your trading journey, you need to look through and identify areas of pitfall, areas where you got it wrong in the last year, and see how you can try to improve this new year. You see, trading is a journey. I wouldn't want us to forget about that. It's a journey. It's not a marathon. I mean, yeah, it's not a sprint, rather, it's a marathon. We pick things along the way. And don't forget that learning never ends when it comes to this trading business. We keep learning, we keep improving. One of the most difficult things we're able to do in trading is actually discipline. So you need to look through your result in last year where you disciplined enough, so try to make sure you work on that as we start the new year. All right. I'll look through the fundamentals and we'll go to the technicals to see the charts on what we can see, possibly trading opportunities for today and even the week. For the fundamentals, today, Monday, the event that we have fundamentally is going to come up by 4 p.m., and that's the ISM manufacturing PMI and ISM manufacturing prices. The manufacturing PMI is a high impact event, while the ISM manufacturing price is a medium impact event. So both combined could lead to some volatility, in the market. So I want us to watch out for that. On Tuesday, there'll be Italian bank holiday all day and German prelim CPI monthly. Now, because of the Italian bank holiday, it's possible the euro may not move so much. So we need to trade with a lot of caution tomorrow Tuesday. And on Wednesday, the key events on Wednesday, we're going to have CPI from Australia, CPI monthly, CPI yearly by 1:30 a.m. and a trimmed CPI. So you may want to stay awake to trade this. Volatility is expected. CPI is a high impact and very volatile event. So you may want to, take your time to trade this on Wednesday morning by 1:30 a.m. And other important events on Wednesday will be the core CPI flash estimate and CPI flash estimate from the Eurozone. This will come out by 11 a.m. on Wednesday. And Jolt job opening from the United States, ISM job services PMI, sorry, ISM services PMI rather, and Jolt job opening by 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Volatility is expected on this instrument also. And on Thursday, we have CPI from Switzerland. Volatility is expected on this by 8:30 a.m. on Thursday. Please take note of this. We are expecting volatility. Now, on Thursday, there will be unemployment claims also from United States by 2:30 p.m. This is expected to give some volatility likewise. And Friday, we have the uh, NFP. Okay, it's coming out this Friday then. Okay, so we have unemployment rate from Canada, but then we really don't trade that. What we focus on is the average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate from the United States. Now, this is NFP. NFP is the biggest event in the forex market, and it comes up usually the first Friday of every month. But then first Friday was actually last week Friday, but then it's coming up this uh week Friday night. So we'll do more announcement on this, and we'll sensitize you to how to prepare for trading NFP this Friday. Usually we trade NFP live at PU Prime. So if you're there joining us for the first time, then we're going to see us trade NFP live this Friday by 2:15 p.m. We'll go live to 15 p.m. But then the data will be released by 2:30 p.m. So do join us. And usually we trade this with funded accounts. Going to be making real money. I mean, how good is it to start the year making cool cash, from live trading with PU Prime? So please plan to attend that live event on Friday. All right, so I'll switch over to the chat now for us to look at the technicals. Now, usually, I used to notify our clients about this. The last 2 weeks to end a year and the first 2 weeks, beginning of the new year, volatility in the market is often low. So we may still experience some low volatility or low liquidity in the market this week. But notwithstanding, we'll still see a couple of trading opportunities. But then it's good to just, prepare your mind towards that. Now, I'm looking at the dollar index. This is the USDX. And overall, dollar index is bullish, but then at the moment it's at a on the 4 hour time frame, it's at a resistance level. You can see I have a falling wedge pattern, and price has actually broken out to the upside, indicating the overall mood is actually bullish, but then currently it's at a resistance level. And you can see the current 4 hour candle is giving us a rejection candle. So if this candle closes as a rejection candle in the next 4 hour, which is that'll be around like 10 11 a.m. this morning, then we may be expecting some retracement on the dollar index. So currently, even though on the big picture we're expecting a bullish dollar, but then we are also anticipating a retracement at the moment in the bearish direction. So with that, I'll be looking at a couple of major currency pairs like the GBP USD and the NZ USD. This I expected to react more. Now, I'm just going to be sticking with the instruments I'm analyzing this morning. I won't be entertaining questions because, like I said, volatility is very low. We don't really have much setup on other pairs. So please take note of what I'm talking about. Watch the video again and stick with the instruments I'm analyzing this morning. So I'll look at the GBP USD, like I said. Now, again, because the overall trend on the dollar is bullish, the overall trend on the GBP USD is actually supposed to be bearish. But just like on the dollar index, we are expecting a retracement to the upside. Similarly, we will be expecting same thing on the GBP USD. Now, for the GBP USD, you can see price seems to have stalled at a previous resistance turn support. Resistance turn support. So we expect some upside movement on the GBP USD. So that's a 4 hour. We can take it down to the 1 hour and even possibly the 15 minutes. So this is the 15 minutes version. I have a falling wedge pattern. Now you may look at taking a buy on this instrument. RSI is slightly above 50, but then for this, I will really prefer MACD to cross below zero. I mean, above zero, pardon me. So we may experience some retracement before the actual breakout. But then this is the key thing to note. Once RSI is clearly above 50, maybe like 55, 57, and your MACD is above zero, then you may look at taking a buy on the GBP USD. So we're bullish on the GBP USD. And similarly, we're bullish on the NZD USD likewise. Now for the NZD USD also, overall trend is bearish, just like I said, because dollar overall is bullish, here is bearish, but then also it's trading at currently at a support level, so we expect that retracement to the upside, just like we saw on the GBP USD. So on the 4 hour time frame, you can see it's currently at the support level, and we're expecting a move to the upside, and we'll take it down to 1 hour and even 15 minutes, just like we saw on the GBP USD. Okay, I think let me go down to 30 minutes on this. All right, what I'm seeing here is possibly the formation of a double bottom pattern. So if price is able to break out above the neckline region here, then that will be a good one to take a buy on the NZD USD. Don't always forget our confirmation, RSI above 50 and possibly MACD above zero. So we're bullish on both the GBP USD and the NZD USD. GBP USD on 15 minutes time frame, NZD USD on 30 minutes time frame. Okay, so the next instrument I'm looking at is gold. Oh, sorry, before gold, BTC USD. I'll still get to gold. BTC USD first. All right, so this is BTC USD on the daily time frame. Now, on the daily time frame, we can clearly see that price broke out, below a retracement, and price is back to that resistance level again on the daily time frame, and this is today's candle, and price seems to be testing that resistance. So technically we should be looking at a reversal on the BTC USD. So we just flip straight to 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, this is still information though, but what I perceive may happen is a possibility of a shoulder, a head, possibly a second shoulder, and a breakout to the downside. But then, like I always say, don't get hung on patterns. If it happens, fine. If it doesn't, no big deal. What is most important is the direction. So I'm seeing a rising wedge pattern also, which could push us into that direction. So if it forms a head and shoulder, perfect. But if it doesn't, what we are waiting for ultimately is price to break out to the downside. And our confirmation will be RSI below 50 and possibly MACD below 0. So we're bearish on BTC USD on 1 hour time frame. Please take note of that. And finally, gold. All right, so gold made some got to a highest price level ever to close 2025. Gold traded as high as about $4,519 per ounce. Then the year closed with a reversal candlestick pattern, double Marubozu, the bullish and the bearish, which technically is expected to result into a bearish movement technically on gold. But then, gold many times can be moved by fundamentals. But on the technical side, I see it more like a bearish movement. But coming down to 4 hour time frame, I'm also seeing an inverse head and shoulder pattern, which may push price to the upside. But like I said, technically, with that reversal candlestick pattern, what we should normally expect should be a bearish movement. So what do we do with gold? Well, we wait and see how markets react at this particular zone. Using this region as a support turned resistance also. So if price breaks out above this region, then we may target that resistance on the 4 hour time frame. That's at that $4,500 per ounce price limit. And if it reverses and breaks out to the downside, which is normally what should happen technically, then we'll look at selling. So we have a dual setup on gold. So now this should be a setup for the week. So I will encourage us to watch this closely and see how the market reacts to this setup. We have a rising wedge pattern, which is still a bearish setup, but then we have to still look at what eventually unfolds. So we can have a breakout to the upside for a buy or a breakout to the downside for a sell on gold. All right, so that's gonna be all from my analysis this morning. Emmanuel Agbo, pardon me if I didn't pronounce well. I already analyzed NZD USD, and I said we are bullish on that on the 30-minute time frame. So that's going to be all from my analysis this morning. Do join us by 12:30 p.m. because we're going to have our afternoon analysis session. So by then, if we've seen some volatility or new setup, definitely we'll let you know about it. And don't forget to always, check the WhatsApp group or Telegram group you belong to with PU Prime, because we'll constantly drop links for educative, seminars, webinars and other events with PU Prime. And if you're on the platform this morning, you don't have an account with PU Prime, you can go straight to our website, www.puprime.com, or better still, if anybody has reached out to you from PU Prime in the past, try to search for that person's number, reach out to that person, open a live account and start trading with PU Prime. Okay, so that'll be the end of the analysis this morning. Do take care and have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.